What is up, guys? It is Chris from Riley Games. We're not playing any zombies today. What we are going to be doing is a podcast. So I actually talked about this in my last stream. The Zetsubu no Shima stream that I did maybe two days ago, which I addressed how things are going to be a little different on the channel just because I'm starting school, and already I was kind of swamped by work. Though in a weird way, school kind of freed me up in a way because they reduced my hours at work, so it kind of gives it so that I have this free time when it's a school day and all that. So because of that, I'm just gonna be doing not so much zombies, but definitely half and half on the zombies and the podcast. The reason why is just because the podcast is so easy to do. By the way, if there is anyone in stream, if you're commenting or anything like that, I can't see you right now. I'm still setting up stream on my laptop, but I'll be sure to look at that soon enough. But anyways, guys, let's get into this. So, what is new? College. And what do I gotta say about that? It's actually pretty fun. So high school was great, and there's probably, if you check some of my old podcasts, or even my old streams, I'm just talking about how things were before for me. I actually kind of liked high school. I had a good time in high school, and something about getting a really crappy job and having to work and getting like minimum wage and all that makes you think, damn, man, I was so well in high school, which is probably true. But here's the thing, you can't really stay set on those things. You got to move on. And here's the thing: I started college, absolutely love it, really do. And I actually started college a year ago, but I dropped out because I hated it. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. And what it mostly comes down to is, I don't know. Okay, actually no, I do know. The only reason I seem uncertain is just because I'm just trying to set up streams, so like I'm half paying attention right now. But yeah, I started college a year ago, and in Quebec, the province that I live in Canada, you finish high school in grade 11, which is a year earlier than I think every other province in Canada, because usually in Canada, high school goes until grade 12. But because of that, Quebec has this in-between stage between college and high school, and it's cégep, and it usually lasts like 2 years, and it's kind of a pain just because you don't really like the courses. It kind of reminds you of high school, and like at this point, you're kind of fed up with high school, because the way it's done is that you pick a course, say business, you'll have maybe one or two business classes, but then the rest, it's like high school classes. So you got math, English, French, or maybe not French if you're in the U.S. or anywhere else really. But anyways, you got like your main high school courses, so it's kind of weird. But anyways, I didn't like that, and to be fair, I was taking social science, so I wasn't too keen on that, and it wasn't what I wanted to do. The main thing was just that I didn't want to be stuck in a situation where I didn't do anything for a year. But yeah, so I was like, okay, maybe I'll just do a filler for now. Do this. In Quebec, school is really cheap, especially Cégep. Super cheap to go to school. So that's awesome. It's like it'll look good. It doesn't look like I've been like, I don't know, bumming around or something. So yeah, do that. But like I went maybe 2 days and hated it, guys. Hated it. Um, like some of the classes were cool, but at the same time, it's like that's not what I wanted to do. I mean, like,
Do that.
whoa. Okay, sorry, that was my own thing. Just kind of popped in. I was listening to my own podcast there, but yeah, no. Wow, I totally lost my train of thought because of that. If you don't like what you're doing in school, then it makes it really hard to actually do good at school. And that makes sense, and I think most people agree for the main reason that most people don't actually like high school. And that's because you're forced to do classes that you don't necessarily like and that may not have much to do with what you want to do in the future. I had a great time in grade 11, which was my last year of high school. And I liked it because you got to choose a couple more of your classes. I was still stuck with your whatever classes, your kind of English, French, math. I sucked at math. I was so bad at math, by the way. And but yeah, like you still have to do those. But at the same time, I got to choose things like doing an extra fitness class or gym class, and taking a high school law class. And I took that because I kind of had an idea that I may have wanted to go into the police force, and that's actually what I'm going to be doing now. That's what I'm doing in college right now, and I absolutely love it. And the classes are interesting. There's maybe one or two, and the thing that's also kind of funny is that the classes that I loved in high school, so gym and ethics, because ethics was easy and it was always kind of like more of a talking thing. They're kind of my least favorites because for my police foundation, we have a fitness class, obviously, because you got to be in pretty good shape. I'm gonna hate it because it's all running. It's like you got to run 5 kilometers or something like that, and there's the beep test, which is like pretty well just you kind of doing sprints across the gymnasium, and continuously you got to go faster and faster as the levels go on, and it's a lot of cardio stuff, which isn't really my strong suit when it comes to anything that has to do with fitness. If anything, I was kind of a weight guy, like in the sense of I was that. Like my main thing when I would be like say in high school gym, if we went to the weight room, bench press. Like I was able to lift my own body weight. I was able to lift more than my own body weight, which ideally you want to be able to bench your own body weight. That's considered like pretty good. So that's kind of what most people at least want to aim for if you want to do some bench press. But anyways, but now it's all cardio. So that I know I'm gonna absolutely hate it because I hate running so much. And we got to get to the point where you can run 5 kilometers, which is like, how much is that? 3 miles, 3.5, 3 to 3.5 miles. So it's not super long, but if you're someone who doesn't run, then you know, okay, it's not the most pleasant of things. Anyways, other than that, I got my ethics class. Now, the main thing for me is that I just really love hey Potato, welcome to the stream, by the way, welcome to the podcast. But yeah, the main thing is that since I took the course, say the Police Foundation, I love it. So I'm actually really interested with my law classes. I find them really interesting. I like looking into case studies, stuff like that. So when I have to do an ethics class, well, it's not just ethics. It's ethics and professionalism. It's just like it's kind of like, okay, this is cool. I like it. The teacher's awesome, which, by the way, all my teachers are awesome. They're all super nice. But teacher's super nice. Everyone's pretty chill, but it's still not exactly what I want to be doing. I like the law classes. It's Potato, thanks. No problem, man. But yeah, anyways, that's the main thing. With college, it's so much easier if you pick the class, like the course that you want. That's the thing. Because if you love what you're doing, and people always tell you this, like do something that you love, or actually the expression, if you do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Kind of true, I guess you could say. At the same time, not true, because you might love something, but it could be pretty demanding. But if you love it, you'll be working hard maybe, but it won't feel like it because you actually like what you're doing. And that's the main thing that I noticed too with like say the high school versus college, and I don't think it's a secret at all. Like everyone knows that college is considered way more fun than high school. Hope you hit 110 subs. Thank you so much, Potato. 1 sub to go, bro. 1 sub away, guys. 1 sub away. Podcasts aren't really the kind of streams though they get the channel any subs or recognition. But that's normal. That's normal, and I know that. It's actually completely fine. Because I just like to talk and kind of let you guys know what's going on with me. And how long is this so far? How long have we been has this podcast been going? Okay, it's been almost 10 minutes. But yeah, anyways, no, I absolutely love it. And something else too is that when I was starting in my SageUp class, like I told you guys, I wasn't really taking something I loved, and because of that, not so much that I had a hard time making friends. That wasn't it. But I didn't know anyone, and I just didn't feel compelled because they didn't seem like people. Not that I wouldn't like them. Not that there was anything wrong with the people in my classes, but they were just like there was nothing really in common. Like I knew why they were there. They were taking social science. Why? Because they didn't know what they want to do. We have that in common. But like, what do you go off on that? Whereas if you're taking something specific that you really like, so for me, Police Foundation, I know that like I have something to talk about with my classmates, and it's pretty easy to make friends that way, or at least get to know people in your class, chat with them, all that. So it's a little less isolated in that sense, just because you're with a bunch of I guess like-minded people. And I'm not saying that your whole class is going to be like you or that you'll all get along, but I guarantee you that if you take something that you love, there'll be people in your class that you'll automatically get along with. They could be your best friends in the future. You never know. But yeah, that's just the awesome thing with that and doing something that you really like, which is something that I would like to do eventually, actually, with YouTube, just because I do love YouTube. It is fun. I like interacting with you guys. I like it not the first stream, the second stream that we did, for the podcast. I think we had maybe 4 or 5 of our subs kind of in here, and I think maybe Potato is in here too. But it kind of gives me a chance to talk to you guys, get to know what you guys are thinking, all that. So that's always pretty awesome. I like that. But anyways, yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. That was the main subject. That's why I put it in the title. So from that point, I don't really know what to talk about other than the college thing. Let's see. What can we talk about? Okay, actually, I'm gonna go off. I got something. So, police foundations, we're doing a lot of criminal stuff, a lot of things like that, and there's so many. There is no shortage of police videos on YouTube, and you'll often find some with the officer in the wrong, and you'll often find somewhere, and it's funnier once you start to get an understanding as to what the rights of the officer are and all that. You kind of see, okay, there's still cases where you get some cops not super great, but then there's a lot of cases where it's like what the police officer is doing is actually okay, and that's something that's pretty eye-opening. I think for me when I started taking that course, because at least I kind of get an idea now, and we talked about it in one of my classes, and we realized, or not that we realized, but the teacher was explaining how it's all about context, and video, that's the thing. Video can be edited so easily. You just show the part where cop grabs on someone, puts them on the ground, starts cuffing them, and then the person's yelling, "Why are you doing this?" Well, what might have happened before? I don't know. Could this just have happened just like that? And is it as bad as it looks? It could be. That actually could be how it is. But does it make sense? Honestly, it's unlikely. There's a lot of good cops. There's a lot of probably bad cops, but you can't get a whole lot of story from video, which is too bad because you can talk about I hit level 1000 on PS4. Dude, level 1000. See, I don't play enough online, so I don't know what exactly that is. Is that like a prestige? I don't know, man. Potato, you're losing me here. I'm a local player. I'm not aware of the levels, man. But nevertheless, guys, big congratulations to Potato. But yeah, overall, I got to get in shape now. I got to do a lot more running. And I think that's actually pretty good because I actually gained a lot of weight not too long ago. At Christmas, which I guess Christmas is pretty far away at this point. It's been a while since Christmas. But at Christmas, I probably weighed almost 200 pounds, which is a lot more than I should weigh considering my height because I'm not a really tall guy. That's the thing. I know you are a local player, and thanks. But yeah, no, I'm not a really tall guy. I'm like 5'7". So being 200 pounds is actually quite a bit for me. Unhealthy, really. And I was starting to get to the point where I could kind of, I didn't only kind of look big, but I was starting to feel it too. Like when I would sit down, I'd get uncomfortable. Something that you notice pretty easily, especially considering that when I was in high school and in grade 11, so maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago now, 2 years at this point, I guess. Or no, still a year and a half, I guess. I weighed 145 pounds. So I jacked up like 50 pounds in like a year. And I was like, okay, that cannot be happening. So anyways, already I've lost 25 pounds. So I'm like, okay, that's good because I was starting to get an idea that I want to go into the police foundation thing for college. And I knew that you can't be too big or else you're gonna have a hard time with the fitness thing. But even now at this point, I've lost a lot of weight, but I just need to I've lost weight, but it doesn't mean that I'm actually like it doesn't mean I have my cardio is any better. Like I still need to work on my actual cardio, so I need to start running or something, and I don't know, do working out because to be fair, after high school, I think high school that was like my prime, like fitness wise, because I was doing football and I had double gym classes, so I was pretty active and all that, and moving around, sprinting, push ups, weight room, that kind of stuff. So probably when it comes to best shape I've ever been in, probably high school, I would have to say. Anyways, let's get talking here about the main thing. Well, main thing is college, but a little side note, because of college, like I said at the beginning, I'm going to be able to do videos a little more now on the channel. It's not going to be as quiet, but it's not going to be every day like it used to be, I used to be trying to do, because I realized I'll burn myself out. I've tried so many times to go for that everyday thing, and it always fails. So I figured for now, let's just stick to this kind of, I don't know, every 2 days. Like that's what it is so far, and it works. It's working out okay. Sure, if I can do like 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row, that's awesome. But overall, like this is a good pace for me. It works good for me, and the thing that I like too is that I do have the podcast to fall back on. It's pretty easy, so it's really just me talking, saying what I'm thinking. And right now, I was getting off track there. So yeah, about the channel. Thanks to college, I gave like my work, my school schedule, and because of that, like on the days that I have school, they'll usually either give me the day off or I have like a really small shift. So because of that, I'm actually left with a lot more time than I did when I was working full time, which is kind of weird because you wouldn't think it, because you're like, well, now you're doing school and work, so you should have less time. No, that's just not the case for me. But anyways, yeah, no. Okay, wait, I'm tired. I did not sleep a lot last night. It was my own fault, though. I drank coffee at like 8 o'clock at night, but it's because I was at my mother's for supper, and I was falling asleep, and I knew I would have to drive home, and I did not want to fall asleep at the wheel, because that could turn to a car accident, and that would not be fun, guys. That would not be fun at all. But anyways, had supper at my mom's, all that. Why am I saying this? Was I not just talking about the channel? How did I get to this point? I have absolutely no idea. Oh, I know. I was talking about the lack of sleep because I was tired. Okay, never mind. I can't get off track like that. But yeah, the channel, yeah, I just have more time now. Usually in the afternoon, because morning, almost all my classes are at 8 a.m., which does kind of suck, because usually a plus about college is that your classes aren't all like in the morning. Like in high school, you'll often have afternoon classes. But for me, it's just always in the morning. It just happened to be that way. But that's fine. I actually like that more, because then I still got my day ahead of me, and a lot of time to do stuff that I want to do. For example, this. But yeah, because of that, usually I'll have a small shift, or I will be what's the word? I'll have a small shift, or I'll be completely off in the afternoon. So it does give me time to edit. Well, I guess so. Edit thumbnails, do that. Do some video ideas. Like I'm always brewing some top fives and stuff, but like I never release them because I never actually get around to the actual recording stage. But damn, I'm good at making the thumbnails for them, guys. I'm good at making the thumbnails, and there's some nice thumbnails. I'll have to. I don't know. I have one. It's a top three, but I just want. It was basically me making a point. But anyways, you know what? Like no spoilers. It might come out one day, and you never know. Don't want to spoil it. But anyways, but yeah, no, I got more time to do the channel, or at least do it part time. I think that's a better way to say it. Like I'm doing YouTube, kind of part time in a way. I don't have a whole lot of time, but I do have a little more time, so that's always nice. And obviously, it's channel's probably gonna not be growing as fast because it's gonna be a little more inconsistent. But it's just how life is, guys. Well, YouTubers will try to grow a channel, and they're going to college, and their channel's starting to blow up, and they when they start to get really big, sometimes they'll drop out. But like, here's the thing, and I've talked about this, I think, in my second podcast. And it's just that I actually know that the course that I'm taking, I really want to do that. I feel like it's a really fulfilling job. And anyways, yeah, no, not that YouTube wouldn't be, but the thing is, it's like I wouldn't drop out because I know that I would actually like the job that I want to have. But yeah, all right. What we got? Okay, we're 20 minutes. That's good. We just doubled our time, guys. It's probably gonna be a short podcast, really, half hour, because I don't want them to go like too long. That's the thing, because you post it and it's like, okay, it was kind of a, say if it's like an hour video, most people don't really want to watch an hour video, but if it's half an hour, it's a little less intimidating. People don't mind as much. What else can I talk about? We talked about college. That's the main thing. What else do we have? Oh, actually, no. We're going to keep going on the college subject. Okay, residence. If you want to live residence. Like, honestly, I would not. Because I can't party. I don't like to party. Or, not that I don't like to party. That's, okay, that's not even true. I like to party. But, I don't know. I feel like, for me, right now, school's more school. I'm not really there to party. I kind of want to, actually do good and all that. But I know some guys in residence, and there's all sorts of stuff. One sec. Actually, wait. I might have a pamphlet here that actually says all the cool activities that we got on campus. Give me a sec. All right. They do have a bingo night. Which sounds like it's for old people, but trust me, they make it interesting. You can tell, like, you would not let your kid play bingo at this college, because it is not a kid-friendly bingo. And through saying that, and most people listening are probably like, "Whoa, Chris, what are you talking about? How bad is this?" And it's like, no, it's nothing terrible. It's just I don't want to go into specifics because for the reason that I don't want anything to get banned or anything to, like the video to get, I don't know, unmonetized. Not that it matters money-wise because I don't actually make any money from my videos, but I like to try and keep my stuff monetized for the future if ever the channel did get big, because, people are going to keep watching these videos. Maybe not. That's something else too, actually, that I've noticed. YouTube is dying in a way, but not like it's like, oh, YouTube's over. It's like, no, the way that we know YouTube, or that we knew YouTube, is over. It's a streaming. It's heavy in streaming, and the reason for that is because it's heavy in gaming, and a big thing for gaming right now is streaming. It's going super well. People love watching streams, but because of that, a lot of videos don't have a lot of rewatchability, and it's not the same kind of quality usually as a video that's been edited and all that. But anyways, yeah. That's the main thing. Alright. Okay, guys. I'm going to cut it short a little bit today, actually. But anyways, thanks for joining. Just to come in, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what was going on right now. And, yeah, guys, thanks for stopping by. It's Potato. Nice to have you here, always. And, yeah, guys, I'll see you guys around.